Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Relax, 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 relax.
America's finest city on about as fine a Sunday afternoon as you're ever gonna see. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and our home team. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one taken in by the former Bruin, Jordan Lasley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. He's got daylight. The 20, 10, 5, and touchdown. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first look is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Back to throw here. This is caught. It's Cooks. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, You got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
They'll look to throw, and too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And fights through one man. This will be caught at about the 6. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there. And
looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mika Fitzpatrick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Josh Doxson's got it, complete. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. To throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On second down, here's Mixon. Oh, and now he bowls him over. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll lead here to a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
There we go. Nice play, baby. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll spot Lashley open, left side complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Yes, sir. You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on up. Come on up. Set. 319. 319. Twist, watch the twist.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the penalty, it's Mixon, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Detroit!
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now back to throw. Step under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done? Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun! All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. And this one is incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
Hang on now. 319. 319.
They'll set up to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They begin with a run by Mixon, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Detroit.
They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Now let's go. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Set. 319.
Forced out to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jordan Leslie with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side. No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They go play action here on first down. Now he's going to throw deep back over. This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers. This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do. Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back. And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for the Broncos on third. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Back to throw again. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Back to throw here. They'll roll him out right. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's a give to Mixon. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going up top, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Taken in at the 22. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to it, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll look to throw here. Hey, right on cue. They set up the screen and complete it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Play action. They'll throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's letting it fly for Cook. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Back to Mixon on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Jackson with a grab over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Back up, Philly. Here we go.
Nixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Gun!
He'll drop to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Set, 3-19.
Back to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And now running right through it. And he's taken down inside the 30. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw to Mixon on the check down. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you